Southern Pacific Spins book. This one shows it's for Downey, Patata, and Tweedy. Dated for 4/14/1982. This line basically will be from Alameda and Ardmore in Los Angeles east to the west leg of the Studebaker Wye, off the 20 branch. And then part 2 will be from Alameda and Ardmore south to just short of the Delores Yard. Remember, 1982 was before the Alameda Trench was built. So the Alameda Corridor is just a gleam in someone's eye someplace. Tells you what spins are and who put spins together. It's basically a numbering system by Southern Pacific to tell crews where to spot train cars. End result in the land of trains. So this tells you it's zones 60 and 62 for Downey, Patata, and Tweedy. This talks about the type of train car to be spotted. So you don't put an auto rack on a piggyback ramp. You don't spot a hopper car at a dock. Basic common sense, but they have it in writing, so you can't mess up. These are some of the notes that are in here, included in this one, because this is extracted from the reissue of Superintendent's Notice for Los Angeles Division. And it talks about the documents for the conductor and for everybody else to follow and complete what a spot is, what a bad order is, hold for storage, off spot, pulled, brief spot, and then here's the list of businesses. So Santa Ana Branch. Why they call this Santa Ana Branch, I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me, because Santa Ana Branch is farther south than where this one comes out. They call it Santa Ana Branch from Santa Fe Avenue to Studebaker Wye. Team Track, Drill Track, Stauffer Chemical, U.S. Jimson, try and be nice. It's a relatively fresh document. Now when you see it over here on the right, it says 455 feet. That's how long the spur is. Holds 5 cars. Tells where all the spots are up to the Union Pacific Junction. Today, a lot of these places are gone. I was just looking at Google Maps and a lot of this stuff is gone. But if you want to model it, this gives you the information you need. Here's Patata Street Team Track. Cork Company, Tab Transportation, they're said and gone. Amy Gray, they're still in business. Okay, we see spiked here. Lee Track, code 91, 136 feet, nothing. It's spiked, out of service. So they spike them if there's no business there, or if there's a track that's bad ordered. And then it either goes away or they fix it. Another one, spiked. L&A Juice Company, spiked. Downey glass, storage track. On to page 10. It's 100 to the lead track, so 1548 feet. Another spiked, another spiked, another spiked, another spiked. Writing was on the wall there. Spiked, spiked. Edison Company. Studebaker storage track. South leg of Wye. Also would be the west leg of Wye. Okay, now here we go with our maps. In the crease here is Alameda Street, and then it shows all these tracks. Alameda used to be split down the middle. You have a west side of Alameda and east side of Alameda with tracks going down the middle. Then when they built the trench, that went away, and now you have a single track running on the eastern edge of Alameda Corridor. So here's a Y here. There's Alameda. And then from here, we go east to the Studebaker Wye. Continuing east. Try to get everything full frame there. Continuing east. The dashed line here and here is Union Pacific Railroad. And Salt Lake Avenue. And we come up on the Los Angeles River here. And the 710 Long Beach Freeway. Continue. Rio Hondo River. The old school road. See, like that right here is spiked. So it's noted for the business, and it's noted on the map when it's spiked. Continuing east, spiked. And then this says there's wheel stops here. So that's spiked, so it's now a spur as opposed to a siding. Going down here, spiked, spiked, spiked. That's still going east. To the right is east. And here's the last section of the map for zone 60. Tracks come down, San Gabriel River, 605 freeway, Studebaker Road, and then the Y. The west leg goes into Los Nietos that way. The east leg would continue to the Anaheim branch, which I don't have with me today. Zone 62. This will be covering the area from Ardmore and Alameda south to just short of Delores Yard. These are the various businesses being served. Purdy Metals. I don't know if that's any relation to Purdy, who used to scrap train engines. I heard a train horn in the distance. I'm less than a mile from the Yuma sub. Western Gear Corporation. Spiked. Spike leads track out of service. Engine track on 92nd Street, 329 feet long. Storage track, storage track. Tweedy turntable. 210. Yeah, remember that one. Okay. Alameda Avenue, Ardmore. It's about here, Firestone. And here we are traveling south. Now this here is the Alameda Corridor, and this branch is basically running on the east side of the corridor, out ground level, where the corridor is several, 30 feet below the ground, in a trench. Maybe less, I don't know the depth. Okay. When we come to the San Pedro Yard, 210, this was the lead for the Tweedy roundhouse. Shows this track is not used. All this is gone. I remember four tracks going down between East and West Alameda Avenue. Now there's a trench down there with everybody going to the port. Continuing, notice how it says Alameda Street East. So these were all the businesses that were east of Alameda East. These tracks still run parallel to the trench, but Alameda Avenue East doesn't exist anymore. There's 210 where the roundhouse was, and there's one that's not used. Continuing south, it's now called San Pedro Branch, west side of Alameda. Continuing, this looks interesting. You got a diamond here. And take a look at the map. I know it doesn't exist anymore, but I like diamonds. This diamond here shows mileposts on the railroad. Continuing south is this way. You're coming into another yard. Spiked. There's a small yard. Still considered San Pedro Branch, going south. And this is the last page showing the branch. Just shows Alameda West Avenue now. East is ended. Here's Rosecrans Avenue, Pine Street, Elm, and then this way is to Delores.